of judges, Accra timekeeper, co-debater, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Adepa, but tonight call me Honorable Adepa, a parliamentary candidate of the Ahanta West constituency. I stand before you today to argue in favor for the motion, a stronger dictatorship is better than a weaker democracy, a tool for Ghana's growth and development. Dictatorship is a system of government whereby there is an absolute power by a single person, while democracy is a system of government whereby the power is vested in the people. Panel of judges, my opponents may say dictatorship ensures dignity, that is, respecting the fundamental rights of the individual. It also enhances equality, whereby the individuals are equal before the law, and participation in decision-making by the people with the concept of power-making, whereby people vote to elect their leaders through free and fair election. But panel of judges, upon all this, there is nothing good that can be achieved under a weaker democracy. As the adage goes, too many cooks spoil the dish. Panel of judges, in dictatorship, there is no time wasted in election. In a situation where you will hear people stealing ballot boxes, unnecessary arguments among the opposition parties, etc., leading to loss of lives. This evidence can be seen during the 2020 election, where 8 civilians died at Techiman and other places. Is this not sad? In dictatorship, there is no waste time for money and everything. Why am I saying that? Under the dictatorship democratic government, we need to consider the president, the vice president, the ministers, what have you. According to the citynewsroom.com, the flag bearer of NPP has pledged to reduce the government size by 3%, which sum up to 30 billion Ghana cedis. So this tells us that the money needed for developmental projects are invested in our political leaders. Sikano Sheyana. Sikano. Thank you. Dictatorship ensures progression in growth and development. Under the government of my opponents, for them, they will begin a project and never continue. But for dictators, we begin a project, we continue till we end. For instance, our former President Kufuor housing at Tamale, Koforidia, and Wa was left uncompleted under the government of Atta Mills. Similarly, under the leadership of John Dramani Mahama, he constructed a huge housing project at Saglemi, and this housing has become a white elephant at the site in the Ningo Pram district. What kind of economy are we managing? Panel of judges, I urge you all to judge and rule in favor of Honorable Adepa. Thank you.
Panel of judges, timekeeper, my co-debater, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. When we say dictatorship, it is a system of government in which power is vested in one person or a small group of people, where democracy, as defined by Abraham Lincoln, and I quote, the government of the people, for the people, and by the people. And by the people. And in this case, power is vested in the people and exercised by them through their elected leaders. Panel of judges. To begin with, no matter how weak democracy is always preferable over dictatorship. This is because democracy panel of judges. Democracy, no matter how weak, is always preferable over dictatorship because democracy ensures human rights and freedom of its citizens, whilst dictatorship, on the other hand, is a recipe for oppression, suppression, and human rights abuse. A typical example of dictatorship is during the 1966 to 1977, where the government of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah was dethroned by a military coup on the 24th of February, 1966. When we say stronger, it goes beyond the extent that it does not care about who or what you are. A typical example, it doesn't care about who or what you are. Just imagine, hey you are not supposed to be here. Shut up, you do not have the right to talk when I'm talking. Bring out your belongings, pointing guns to our head. Is this the kind of life we want for ourselves? Enuanomi adofo, let's not sacrifice our hard-won freedoms and dignity for the sake of so-called strength and growth. Now to continue with, a study by the World Bank in 2019 found out that democracy is an crucial factor to economic growth. Democracy is a crucial factor in sustaining economic growth, which I will use Ghana as an example. We have expanded our road networks from 39,000 kilometers to 72,000 kilometers, an increase in access to electricity, which is from 20% to over 30%, over 80% of its populations. These achievements are testament to the power of democracy. Now to end with, dictatorship. With dictatorship, power is vested in one person, and therefore one person determines who the law should favor and who it shouldn't favor. But democracy ensures social justice, and according to Dicey's concept of law, no one or no individual is above the law. Democracy, again, is a system where it gives its members opportunity to express their opinions on who they want to lead, who they want them to lead, through free and fair elections. Also, democracy ensures equity. It ensures equity. And in this case, the members are given, this is when sharing the national cake, every member is being given the opportunity to experience or enjoy what they are being supposed to give. Example is the free SHS that are what are enjoying currently, and National Health Insurance Scheme. Thank you.
Panel of judges, it saddens my heart when my opponent channeled her energy to human rights, human rights. What is human rights when our voice are not heard because their government is corrupt? They pay bribes to the corporate, to the police, and therefore the corporate are set free and our rights are being infringed upon. So what is she trying to tell us? She's trying to throw that into our eyes. Panel of judges, I think dictatorship must start now.
Panel of judges, my co-debater made mention of it saves money. Now, I want to say that as much as it saves money, have you thought about the rights, human rights, and then freedoms that has been sacrificed through dictatorship? No. Do we want to sacrifice our lives all because of economic growth? No. Because if you do that, that means we doesn't care about our own people, and it shouldn't be like that. Thank you.
I think my opponent is wasting her energy. Audience, are we going for something that is strong or weak? Strong, right? Thank you very much.
Panel of judges, no matter how weak democracy is, that is what I said, no matter how weak democracy is, it is always preferable over dictatorship because it gives its members the opportunity to express their opinion through their elected leaders. Thank you.